Well, thank you. What an absolute honor to be able to be up here. Trevor, you were, talking about being a cowboy and being here with all the athletes and coaches. And I don't know, while I was playing baseball, I always wanted to be a professional golfer or I wanted to be a cowboy. So I got a couple of quarter horses. I go down to my ranch and I try to be a cowboy, but I've been thrown off a few times, so I'm not doing too good. So anyhow, just so thankful. I want to thank the selection committee and the board, obviously, for choosing me for someone that you'd want to induct into this Hall of Fame, and just what an absolute great honor. I want to congratulate everyone just up here. We haven't had an awful lot of time to talk and spend time together. But like Brad said, it's great to hear everyone's stories, and it's been wonderful to sit down there and look, and you see us on TV, you see us doing what we do, but it's just so important to remember just the support group and the where we came from. TJ, me and you are right next door to each other. I'm in Deer Park, Texas, and you're from Baytown, so we're about 10 minutes away, and so. And that's just really, really cool to hear. Me, like everyone else, just wanted to thank, obviously, some people have been very important to me in my life. My in-laws are here, Charles and Shirley Dunn. Thank you just for your support and your prayers always. My mom and dad are here, just extremely important to me and have been the backbone of bringing me up and the foundation that I feel like that I've kind of have set in my life and the direction I wanted to go. Dad, thanks for building me the pitcher's mound that you built, the wooden pitcher's mound, and all the hours of catching my bullpens on the side of the house when you got home from work. And just some great stuff. I've got my wife here, my high school sweetheart. She's here, Laura. And we have 4 children. My oldest boy, Josh. Josh is playing baseball at Rice University. We didn't dare ask Coach Wayne Graham if he could miss the inter-squad game that they had tonight. So he's not here. My second son's in the middle of a game right now. He's a senior in high school, and they're playing a game right now, so he couldn't make it. His high school coach is Lance Berkman, and he wouldn't let him leave the game to come here. He said this wasn't very important. He needed him to play first base. So I hope he's doing all right for him. So we'll see. Then I've got my daughter Lexi. She's here. She's 15. Love you, girl. And then my little guy Luke is 10. So I've got a 21-year-old down to a 10-year-old. My 21-year-old's married, so we still got some raising to do there. But it's good. Just extremely blessed. And then I just want to thank God. Like you've heard that tonight plenty. Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, for giving me the talents and the abilities that He gave me. I wasn't blessed, I don't feel like, with a whole lot of talent as far as when I looked around me when I was in professional baseball and saw the abilities that some of the guys had, but I feel like He gave me an awful strong desire to win and a strong desire to succeed and compete and to battle my tail off, and I feel like that's something that I'd learned as a young man growing up, and that my family and my dad instilled in me as far as a work ethic, and that's a main reason why I feel like I was successful. I did, we're talking about colleges up here and where everybody went. I signed with the University of Texas. And I don't know, sometimes I wonder, I made my oldest boy go to college. I'm going to make my second son go to college. My dad didn't make me go to the University of Texas. I had the opportunity where I wanted to sign pro. The Yankees drafted me in the 22nd round, and when I saw that a professional team was interested, I wasn't crazy about school. I needed to be more crazy about school, but I just wasn't. So I was like, man, I'm going to go to San Jacinto Junior College. It's a junior college, and maybe I can, grow up, get a little stronger. I kind of graduated young. I was 17 when I graduated, and I was like, maybe I can get stronger. I can get drafted. Maybe I'll get drafted higher, and then I won't have to go to college but for 1 year, and I can try to go play pro ball. So anyhow, ended up going to San Jacinto Junior College, and I think some of the San Jacinto people are here, and thank you so much for being here. If you are, the support that you guys have given me. The foundation kind of combined with you guys have been doing stuff for the last 20 years and sending kids to school. So thank you guys for being here. I know y'all are. So just decided to go there. Went to San Jacinto for 1 year, and then obviously signed with the Yankees. And just how blessed, I couldn't have been any more blessed. Was able to play my first 9 years of my big league career there. The first 9 years there, we won 4 championships. We just felt like it was just a given. Every year we were going to go to the World Series, And then, after 9 years there, I had the opportunity, and I know I saw him earlier, and I want to thank Drayton McClain. I know he's here. I know I saw him at the museum. But Drayton, thank you for making me an Astro. If I was ever going to leave New York, I was only going to go to one place, and it was going to come home and be a Houston Astro. So just so excited about that. And obviously for me, when people probably look at me or think about me, a lot of it is in New York. But I had 3 absolutely amazing years in Houston. It was so awesome for me to be able to come home, to be able to play in front of my family and friends. And it was just an absolute blessing. We had the opportunity to make it to the World Series in 2005. And unfortunately, we fell a little short in the dream of trying to win a world championship there. It seems like they're getting back right on the right path. So I know they're doing a great job there, trying to rebuild what they're doing. And I wish them guys nothing but the best. I ended up going back to New York. I had the opportunity to play with so many great teams. So many great players. Both organizations that I played for were just so first class. They always surrounded me around great talent, put me in a great position to win. The players, I've got to play with some of the greatest players to ever play the game before, and just so thankful for that. Thankful that the end of my career, there's some of the greatest memories in my career came, towards the end of my career, actually. I retired in 2011, and it was just literally because I just felt like I needed to be home. I needed to be around my family. I felt like I had missed out on all my older boys at that time, just their childhood and seeing them grow up. When I was playing ball, they were always playing ball. I never really had a chance to see them. So I retired in 2011 just to go home and be dad. It really was just, God was just convicting my heart and just something I felt like I needed to do. The Yankees called me that year in October and asked me if I would consider coming back in 2012. And got my wife, we talked about it, we prayed about it, and went back and played in 2012 and 2013. And it was just an absolute, just a blast. I appreciated the game almost probably more than I ever did going back. And it was a great opportunity for me to go back and to do that. We had some great teams. Some great moments. Like I said, I was able to be just part of just a great group of guys. And one thing I'm just so thankful for is my last year in 2013, we had missed the playoffs that year with the Yankees. And I was going to be starting game 2 of the playoffs, and when we got eliminated, it gave me the opportunity to make my final start at Minute Maid in Houston. And of course, I had already made my last start in New York. And, for me, it was an emotional deal, a big deal. And the family was all up there and stuff like that. And Joe Girardi came to me and he just asked me, he said, man, do you want to, end your career like that? Or would you like to make that final start at Minute Maid? And man, I just really wanted to make my last start in Houston and in Texas, and that way I could have my family and all my friends there. And so I was able to make my last start of my career, and I believe with all my heart that God worked that out just perfectly for me, because it was like a storybook ending. To be able to pitch that last game at Minute Maid, and I was able to throw a complete game in that last game. I don't think I had thrown a complete game for like 7 years before that. So the old man got through the game. I have no idea how, but I made it through. So, well, I don't want to sit up here and ramble, but I am just extremely honored to be here. I am truly, and I've said this before, I am a product of God allowing me to play this game for a long, long time, and a product of being surrounded by absolutely amazing organization, amazing teams, and amazing players, and I'm a product of that. And again, I want to thank y'all so much for the honor of being inducted into the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. I will cherish it forever, and God bless y'all. Thank you.